on, YouTube? It's your boy LaShawn, back again with my dad, aka J.A.T. He gonna go over a few things that he would like to talk about with you guys. So I'm just gonna hand it over to him now.
Hey YouTube, how y'all doing? I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Please continue to like, please continue to subscribe, please continue to support J.A.T. and son. I'm so frustrated today. I know a lot of small businesses have been dealing with the Small Business Administration, and they sent me this email dealing with the EIDL loan and application. And they told me, we understand the challenges your business is facing due to the massive disruption caused by coronavirus-19 pandemic. You are receiving this message as a notification that your injury disaster loan application is currently being processed in the order it was received. You'll receive an email notification when there is a change to your application status. Without question, COVID-19 has caused extraordinary impact on our nation's small businesses and the demand for emergency working capital provided by this blah 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 blah. But the thing of it is, as I go through this and I do all the appropriate things to try to get relief for my businesses and everything else that comes with it, it's like I get delayed. You know, they've been running around after running around after running around, and it's like, you know, I've got no more savings. And it's like, I thought the government was supposed to definitely do a whole lot more through this forced shuttering process of the businesses. You know, everything else is taking a major hit. But it's like at every turn they just find a way to delay the process of actually helping the people that they need to help. You know, at last count, it was like 3 or 4 different stimuluses floating around the Senate and packages. And it's like, these people are taking, our life's work, our dire straits, as if it's something that could be, just pushed aside. And I know from my travels that we have people, little people, that have lost their whole life work. You know, I'm in the same situation. I've been working really hard just trying to keep afloat. I've been taking some really horrible loads. I got 2 trucks I'm actually paying on, and one is in the shop. I actually got to send a shout out to Perkins Diesel, because as horrible as this situation has been, the people at Perkins Diesel, get a thing. Perkins Diesel in Stratford, Missouri. This is their address. I owe on my truck $17,000. I've been making payments. This whole epidemic has slowed my business down. I had a driver in that truck, a company driver. Everything was supposed to just be a couple of weeks. That truck was going to be down, out of the shop. And when everything has happened, all of my finances have just been really just going to staying afloat and keeping running. My overhead and everything else is not bad, but it's with the rates that going as low as they have been recently went. If you had no money in the bank, you were dead. So I couldn't pull my truck out. I couldn't do a lot of stuff that I was supposed to, already had accomplished. And I did. I applied for the SBA loan. I did everything I was supposed to do, thinking, the government was going to look out for us, because that's what they told us, that, it wasn't going to be any problems, blah, blah, blah. But looking at it now, all of the big mega conglomerate companies, they rushed. They didn't even have to go through these frustrations with the Small Business Administration. They rushed the money. They gave the Lakers $30 million. These are not small businesses. And I'm like, they got real businesses out here. I just delivered a load to the Food Network, the Emergency Food Network today, and I was talking to some of the people in there. And I don't try to profiteer when it's need like that, because I do that. I do emergency disaster relief loans, and so I'm not trying to overcharge the people that are doing the most needed services. But at the same time, I was looking for the government to at least help me through this hardship with the employee personal protection loan. That would have insured my driver his $1,600 to $1,500 a week check, and the other loan would have ensured that I could have took just enough that I needed to get my truck out without incurring any more debt to myself. But nothing that they've been doing or promising is going like they needed to go. And it's like, as a businessman, is someone else relying on me to provide for them, as a father. I'm like, how was all of this supposed to add up when the people that, you're telling us to do this and that, but we can't even rely on the information that you're giving us because it's horse shit, and at what time, does it become enough? At what time do you say, hey, the American people, the people that actually pay in these taxes, because let's face it, all of the mega businesses, the people that got the money, they pay shit in taxes. They pay literally next to nothing, and so I definitely think, it needs to be some type of fire lit under Congress and the Senate to help the American working man, because they're doing nothing for us. I mean, just look at it. You got your first responders, you got your people that are actually passing the food out, you got your clerks that are doing the cashier, I guess your cashiers, I guess you got your janitors. All of these people are really unsung heroes. Who do you think is sanitizing us stuff? Who do you think is going to be there to get the groceries if these people are doing their thing? And the thing of it is, all of your central guys, your central workers are being overlooked, swept to the side, and just used as just nothing. And it's like, when does this type of situation or abuse with the government officials stop? Like, when does it stop? Because it's like nothing that you hear in the news is focused, except in talk alone, towards the common man. Like, when does it become the action? When do you get to say, okay, I can see that my government is supporting me because X, Y, and Z? I'm not against any of the elected officials. They do what they do because, as an African American, I've always felt like government never represented anything that I needed it to represent anyway. And so it has always been the mindset that I just need to accomplish what I need to accomplish for myself and my family without the government assistance. However, through this epidemic, I kind of felt like with them telling us to do this, I have all of the legal documents that they required to receive this help from the SBA, and not getting it, and being given all these runarounds where I have children, where I have family. It's so frustrating. And that's just, and I'm kind of glad my son is here, just seeing me how and dealing with this, because I know stresses, as you're going through frustrations like we're going through dealing with financials, it puts you in a different place, mentally, physically, just everything. And it's hard to deal with when you don't got enough money to meet all of your bills, especially me. I've been able to accomplish many things, not everything, but many things with what I have, accomplished, what I've, grew with these trucks. And now to let it not be able to, suffice my daily needs is crushing, because, for the longest I was living my dream. And my dream was supporting me. It was supporting my whole everything. And now it's like a slow death. And like the people that you need to help you the most, it's like, nowhere in sight. The system that they say with the SBA, it's like, oh, it just makes me so mad. I want to yell at them, So I know I'm not the only one going through this. So I just encourage everybody to keep, filling out, keep processes, as much as you can, the means of financial assistance through loans and other avenues. And like I say, definitely as you go through these changes, these stresses, you know, take a minute to just breathe, you know, and just know you ain't alone, because it gets frustrating. You know, financially it gets frustrating dealing with all of these. It's just like a ton of bricks. And so, you know, definitely just keep breathing, keep working through it. You know what I'm saying? As I go through the journey of dealing with this SBA loan application, we out here, we still running these critical loads. You know, hopefully, you know, some of these loads will start paying a little bit better. It's just a mess, you know. It is definitely not like I had anticipated any of the numbers I've ran. I mean, it's no amount of planning that could have, you know, got you prepared for the devastation that this is really causing financially. So, you know, that's my little couple of words today. Just, I don't know, I just, the frustration I feel right now, I know I'm not the only one going through this type of hardship, just financially, and just really just trying to figure everything out. So it's just one of them videos, just sharing the human experience, really, because I know I'm not the only one that's just feeling, you know, so out of space right now. Because financially, it's just like, if you don't got that in your pocket, that little reassurance, it's like the rest of your world is kind of like a little shaky, because it's like I can't guarantee the bills, I can't guarantee this, that, and the third. And now it's like, you know, everything becomes that much more harder to do. And so definitely, you know, for those that are out here with that type of physical, mental little thing, you know, setting in, take time to just, you know, just think. And then just take time to let yourself know that it ain't really nothing you did. You know, because it's gonna be them type of days, and them type of days is just gonna be coming and coming and coming, and it's gonna be hard to deal with. And for the most part, you just gotta just let it just wash over you. Just keep doing what it's gonna do. You know, that's part of the hustle right there. You know, these days right here is just, that's part of what makes it or breaks it. You know, so just keep going and doing what you can do, and just don't give up. You know, and so that's my little message for today. Just, you know, don't give up. We just gonna keep applying, and we gonna keep making the government tell us no. If anything else, they're just gonna have to keep giving us excuses. You know, until then, we need that money. I need that money. That's what we gonna keep asking for. You know, we're gonna ask the brokers for higher rates, and we're gonna get that money from the government. We're gonna just keep doing what we can do, and we're gonna be persistent with it. So with that, you know, I just thank y'all for tuning in, my little rant for today, and I thank y'all.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and tell us what you want us to do in our next video. And yeah, peace.